All right, hey, what's going on, Kitchen Wad fans? Haven't done a video in a while. It's been probably about a month, so I'm going to talk a little bit today about sleep and sleep tracking. So, Oda's back there chilling. What's up, bro? All right. Anyways, so today, all right, talk a little bit about sleep tracking, sleep in general. A lot of us, we just don't get enough sleep. We're all grown adults. We've either got a full-time job and or kids and or a million other things. You name it. With that being said, sleep is still a foundational piece to nutrition that we often neglect because it's not a food, right? Like we don't think, because sleep is separate from food, then it shouldn't be part of nutritional programming or recovery programming, etc. It should. If you eat the right foods and you're doing the right things in the gym and you have the tools in place to recover properly, but you're not getting enough sleep, then that it's like Jenga, except you've only got like 5 pieces, and you pull that piece out, and the whole thing's gonna fall. There's really no opportunity to get a couple pieces in. That one piece is significant enough to make the whole thing fall apart. And it's really frustrating because a lot of us think we're getting enough sleep, or we don't see the immediate effects or the effects in general of sleeping. It's one of those progressive things, progressive recovery platforms like hyperbaric chamber therapy, for example, to where we don't see the effects of it, so we don't think it's working. But the bottom line is that we need to sleep. Your brain is just like a muscle, and while you go about your daily activities, your brain is working on as well. It's trying to process everything and get fitter and faster and stronger, just like that bicep is, just like your traps are, just like your chest is. And just like you, the brain hates having a bad day. All right, just hates having a bad day, whether it be at the gym or whether it be that lack of sleep. So what I want to do is take a quick, deeper look into what I'm talking about and what's actually happening when your body's in those various stages of sleep and how it benefits your training. So skills, right? Skills that we're going to learn from this. So we blame our forgetfulness and clumsiness on being tired for a reason. It's directly related to sleep quality, believe it or not. I heard somebody say the other day, she's not a client in Kitchen Wad, but she is a member of the gym. She said, "I've got mom brain." And some of you may have heard that. And while I do understand what they're talking about, it's not necessarily mom brain. It's just a lack of sleep. That's all it is you're not getting enough sleep. Sleep is where your memory builds muscles. You may learn new information during the day, but the brain requires adequate sleep to be able to recall it later on in the day. So have you ever tried to learn a new skill in the gym and then you're frustrated that you're not quite picking it up, and then you try it again the next day and you nail it? It's probably because you slept on it. Probably because you got some good quality sleep. During sleep, your brain and your nervous system processes new motor patterns that you spend a long time practicing. So those neural motor patterns, those things, the CNS platforms that we talk about, neural pathways that take some time to connect what you're doing physically to what you're doing neurologically. Sleep is the bedrock to getting those things to interconnect seamlessly in a faster rate. So where nervous reactions are good. While you're asleep, your nervous system is getting its own dose of shut-eye, right? Your nervous system turns off. Your CNS is not being put under some sort of anaerobic or aerobic distress. And during sleep, the various parts of your nervous system actually shut down, right? They shut down completely so they can rest and recover. If you're training hard at the gym and your body is relying on sleep to be able to do it all over again the next day, you need to give it what it wants. You need to sleep, okay? If you're an athlete doing double training sessions like myself, or maybe somebody like Patrick who has to wake up at 0 butt crack of dawn and go run with the troops, or maybe run with the troops in the evening but still wants to get his gym wad in at CrossFit Habu, maybe something like taking naps is essential to your nervous system to recover for that second session. Think about that, all right? There's a difference between taking a 30-minute cat nap and then there's a 90-minute nap. Like a cat nap is essentially going into a deep sense of meditation, whereas that 90-minute actual deep state of sleep is what you're looking for. And we can talk more about that in another blog. So where gains are made. Your body distributes most of its hormones during deep sleep, believe it or not. In fact, there are some hormones that are distributed exclusively during sleep. For those of you working on putting on more muscle, I'm talking about the growth hormone in particular, all right, HGH. So if you want to get big, or if you want to get lean and big, gotta sleep. So where does recovery begin? The rate at which you recover from illness and injury is significantly increased during sleep. I notice a lot if I get 8 hours of sleep versus 5 to 6 hours of sleep. My body's ability to recover at a fast rate is astronomical. I can do a hard squat clean day, and on a Monday, and get a good 8 hours of sleep 2 days straight and be fresh. Whereas I can do the same thing and maybe sleep 5 to 6 hours a day, 3 or 4 days during that week, and still by Friday I'm still feeling super fatigued in my hamstrings. So sleep is essential. I say that a million times. While you're asleep, your body is able to turn down some of its focuses and redirect it to combating sickness, healing your wounds, and what we want it to do is repair the bodily damage that we're doing to ourselves in the gym. Yes, believe it or not, we're damaging our muscles at a micro level when we're in the gym. And while the things that we consume and the things that we do, post-recovery things like acupuncture and hyperbaric chamber therapy and electric stim therapy and compression therapy on top of nutrition and sleep, those are the things that are going to help us build what we broke down at a bigger, faster, more efficient rate. So here's my challenge to you. Sleep plays a huge role in reaching our goals, whether it's performance, body composition, or health. So this is what I want you to try to do. Just try it. Challenge yourself to get more sleep and to actually monitor it, all right? There are a couple applications out there that you can use. I have a sleep tracking sheet. If you want to use it, I can give it to you via download. And there's an application that you can download on your iPhone called Pillow. There's an actual internal first-person developed application for Apple that they use that you can track your sleep as well on your alarm clock. I mean, there's a million ways to track your sleep. I use Pillow, and it's pretty darn good. Fitbit has a way to track your sleep. There's so many elements to it. Try it. Give it a month. Try it for 30 days. Try it for 15 days. Track your sleep. See what you're looking like, and see what you can do as an individual to be more efficient in that piece of the Jenga puzzle, so we can keep that going, growing, and becoming a better athlete as we go along. Because if you're not getting enough sleep, which I notice a lot of you aren't, if you're not getting enough sleep, man, it's going to crush you. And it's not going to crush you physically, it's going to crush you mentally. And you're going to come in the gym and you're not going to see the gains that you want to see. You're not going to see the visual goals that you want to see from what you're eating. And then you're going to start wondering. And you're going to start wondering why. Why am I doing this? And because I'm not seeing the type of goals that I knew or I've seen before, I knew I could get. And a lot of it, I would say a lot of it has to do with sleep. Okay? So, other than that, see you guys next time. Don't forget to hit me up if you got any questions, concerns, thekitchenwad@gmail.com, and have a great day.